Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's another week. It's another show. It's Geekonomics. Mark and Brian here to talk to you about all things going on in the world of nerd and everything going on with us and so much more. So, Brian, welcome to the show. How's it going?
Man,
I'm welcoming you to the show. You're here all the time.
I'm here all the time.
Yeah,
It's going well.
Yeah. We also have Josh, the producer, in the back.
Producer. He's got a mustache.
He's super producer now. Like we're looking at the shot now. Look at him. Put him back. Put yourself back on camera. All right. So my knucklehead brother does this thing. That's not a knucklehead thing, but he does this weird. Well, he's a knucklehead. But anyways, he does this. He does the Movember thing, which I think is an NHL deal. Josh, correct me if I'm wrong.
It started out as just an NHL deal, but now a bunch of people have gone on board.
Yes. So what he does is he shaves his unkempt beard for the month of November.
And it looks better with shaved off.
Yeah. I mean, now he just looks like
Fu Manchu guy.
Yeah. Like a 12-year-old with a mustache.
Yeah.
It's just a little long. It's not even a Fu Manchu. What are you talking
close.
about?
It's pretty close.
It's close.
It's pretty. You could have cut the wings off the sides a little bit.
You
got
should
like a
go
little bit of
for the Fu Manchu.
Oh no, brother!
Yeah, he got kind of the weird Hulk Hogan thing going. The
Oh.
ponytail, like Hulk Hogan now, as opposed
I'm
to
not
Hulk Hogan.
racist, so it doesn't work.
Well, there's always time.
Jeez.
Anyone could switch at any moment. I mean, come on. Yeah. So Josh has got a little baby face going on. So when you see him on camera and he popped himself up, he's, as Brian would call him,
Producer.
Yeah, I'll let you say it out loud because I don't like saying it out loud because he's my brother.
Now he's super producer.
Yes. Ooh la la sasson. He is the.
He's the French all of a sudden.
He is Pepe Le Pew. He's our Pepe Le Pew.
He bounces
He's
out
gonna
of
get
it.
canceled like Pepe Le Pew did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's sexually harassing us,
I guess.
trying to dry hump us.
That's awkward. Why do
That's
you have
what
to...
Pepe Le Pew does.
Okay.
Not guys.
Yeah, he likes cats.
It is 2024. He could do
He thinks a
whatever he
cat
wants.
is a skunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, usually because the cat gets the white paint on her back.
Yes.
That's the whole shtick.
Yes. The shtick of it.
Anyway, Josh, how
those
much
kids who
money
don't know
have you
this.
raised?
About $150.
All
It's
right.
It's great.
That's
and it
good.
goes to pancreatic
It goes
cancer.
to a bunch of charities, including pancreatic cancer, colon cancer, and men's mental health.
So if folks are looking to, or would like to donate to your Movember, how would they go about doing that?
It's on my Facebook page.
So if you look
I
up
guess I will
Seducer
have to
Producer on
share it
Facebook.
now.
Josh Warner.
Yeah, if you go to Seducer Producer on Facebook.
Don't look that up.
Look up Seducer Producer. If you look up, we'll put Josh's Facebook on our Geekonomics page, and folks can go there and help. Let's raise $300 this year. How about that?
Yeah.
Let's go for that.
Let's go for 3.
Let's go for 3. We'll double up what you've made in the whole time you've been doing this.
You have a whole month,
Hey,
right? have a
you
whole
guys
month.
can join too.
No, if I shaved, my wife would kill me. I would not have a house to sleep in.
Is this for the whole? This is a whole month.
Just-
thing.
Yeah, you go
for
the whole
November.
month of November.
That- It's Movember.
Yeah, it's like you basically it used to be like it started out like a competition like we used to do.
I know.
But it'd be like, how much could you regrow in a month?
Oh, so you shave it the first,
Yes.
and then you grow it back over the month.
Correct.
Ah.
Yeah.
There are other people that will just keep the mustache for the whole month.
Yeah.
Like hockey players will just have the mustache
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
whole month.
Yeah.
I do I used to fully shave.
Yes, that was creepy.
That was really bad.
Yes.
Mustache, weirdly, doesn't look as bad.
I mean, it doesn't look any much better.
No, but when I was
to
fully
be quite
shaven,
honest.
it looked weird.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, she looked like, yeah, I'm not going to say.
Do you know what it looked like? Unfortunately, weirdly,
Just say
I
Scott
looked
Hansen,
like
and
Dad when
everyone
he
get
got
what it is.
married. I
Yes.
looked like a fatter version of Dad when he got married.
Exactly.
I was
Like
like
if Dad was
Steven
bloated.
Seagal.
If he was bloated.
Steven Seagal.
He looked like Steven Seagal, yeah.
Yeah.
With glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Steven Seagal look.
Yeah.
He's got the ponytail. That's what I was thinking. Steven Seagal.
Or
Not
Steven
Hulk Hogan.
Seagal, and not Steven Seagal.
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 Whatever his last name.
Not Seagull. Not like the
Steven
bird.
Seagal?
No, like Siskel and Ebert.
Seagal.
Seagal?
Yes.
Seagal. Not
Seagal.
Seagal. Seagal.
There's no A in there.
Gotcha.
It's Segal, not
Gotcha.
Seagel.
Seagal.
Whatever.
Seagal?
We're not even going to try this
I don't even
anymore.
know.
Yeah, you're
Seagal.
Seagal. All right.
Like Gal Gadot.
You know what we should call this episode?
you're
Steven
pronunciating
Seagal?
pronunciating things with Brian.
All right.
But honestly, though, Brian, you probably never saw it, but when Dad and Mom got married,
yeah,
of course you didn't. It was 1975, so you wouldn't have seen it.
And a full Fu Manchu.
Yes, he did.
So that's sort of what
that was his look in high school.
Okay.
And he had was it the blue almost like
blue leisure suit?
Blue leisure suit with the puffy front.
Yeah, the puffy front. Blue leisure suit with a puffy front.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, 1972 was when that. 73, I think.
What?
The prom picture. 72, I think.
Yeah, but he got married in that same type of suit.
No, it was a white one though. It was 1975 when they got married.
Yeah.
Next year would have been prom. Next year would be 50 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
They would have been married.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. I'm amazed I got the 5. All right. Moving on. Things to you, Brian. How was your week? What'd you get up to?
Well, we had Halloween.
We did. We actually had a trick-or-treater.
You did, because usually you get
We never have a trick-or-treater. And it was like, Claire and I were upstairs redoing the fan, because we have to like turn the fan from being like the different clockwise to counterclockwise.
Yes. That took a whole...
Well, no, because we have the cathedral ceiling in our bedroom, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to use a ladder to get up there to do it. So I'm like, I'm not getting up on a ladder by myself without someone spotting me, because I don't want to end up like falling onto the bed or something.
Also, sadly, there is a Warnock tradition of falling off of ladders.
Correct. Yeah, we have and I'm also a klutz. So I broke my leg doing karaoke, so I'm not gonna try to
I gotcha.
do anything athletic more than I need to. So we're literally upstairs. We just finished doing it, and all of a sudden doorbell rings, and I'm like, I literally said to Claire like an hour before that, like, you know what? Because we didn't buy any candy this year. The first year we didn't buy candy.
Mm-hmm.
I said, we're gonna get a trick or treater. She's like, no, we're not. I'm like, you know why? Because we didn't buy candy. Now a trick or treater will show up, and we won't have any
your
candy.
Porch light off.
Yes. So we had the front door open, like, because we have the screen door.
Yeah.
Because it was so warm.
Yeah.
And we already like air conditioners are all out and everything. So there's no like to get cross breeze. So we had the door open.
Oh, but there you go.
So the light was coming through that.
Did you have to tell? Did you give him like a can of soup or something?
No, Claire it was like a teenage girl. It was like she was like probably like 15, 16. So Claire like screamed like we was at the top of the stairs, and she was because our stairs are literally right as you come in the house. Yeah. So she was like, "I'm so sorry, we don't have any candy. We didn't get any because we never get trick or treaters." And she's like, "I know, I just moved in the neighborhood. I'm sorry, it's okay." So yeah, so I was like. So now we have to like be prepared for one trick or treater to possibly appear.
You just have to buy one bag of candy.
That's what I said. Just buy like a fun size. Like don't even have to get like Halloween candy. Just get like a random bag of candy and just have it.
Yeah.
But
strangely enough,
Josh's neighborhood, on the other hand, got obliterated.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, my neighborhood was very weird because every year we get a lot. This year. We got a handful in the first hour that it got dark, and then we got like one or two, and it was just dead.
That was my in-laws.
It's very bizarre.
Yeah, they had the same thing. They live right over by JFK, and they got the same kind of thing. Like around dusk, they got like a hit.
Yeah, we got a hit.
And then after that, it was like sporadic, one or two for the next hour, and then they were like, "We're not going to keep doing this."
Yeah, it was like 8 o'clock, and I
we went over there Saturday to do their patio and everything, and they had like a whole like bucket of candy still sitting there.
Oh yeah, we do too.
And I'm like, this is why I don't buy candy, because I'm trying to not do sugar. I don't want to like have
I was eating
free candy floating
night.
around.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of it.
So I told Claire, if we do buy candy, we're gonna buy candy that we don't like.
Yeah,
so and then give that away, so then we won't eat it.
Yeah. Josh, how was your neighborhood?
We had tons of. We had almost no candy left over.
Nice.
And we had options too, because we have kids in the neighborhood that can't have candy.
Well, you have Kylie and you have Mariah, who's a teacher, so they do like the multiple options.
So we get the big candy, bag from Costco.
They have
and Pringles,
and they have fruit snacks.
Oh, geez.
And you have a choice.
The Pringles is a 60-pack. We went through 2/3, maybe even.
Yeah, like the multi-pack.
Yeah. No, just like the snack pack. You know.
Yeah, but the multi-pack, snack packs.
Yeah, but they're only like that.
Yeah, different flavors. I'm saying. Yeah.
But we went through that. I don't think we had any fruit snacks left, and almost all the candy.
Jeez.
Yeah, they have over 100 kids. They said.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Like, honestly, kids wanted the fruit snacks and the Pringles.
Yeah.
Because, it's that whole thing of, well, I already have candy. Ooh, something different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
crazy. Like a couple of the neighbors sent me photos, like This is what's going on in our neighborhood right now. And it was literally just kids. It was like a zombie horde of kids just coming down the street.
At
cars on either side.
Yeah,
like,
at
people
one
couldn't
point,
get down
the
the road.
entire road was blocked with kids.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, because the Musumechis, the kids usually come over to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
They couldn't drive down the street. There were so many kids.
Yeah, people were parking at the top of the street and walking down and walking back up.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like we have like anyone in the neighborhood that does like that one couple houses down does a decent display, but there's not like a haunted house in the neighborhood.
No, it's literally the people at the street. Maybe Mike has his. It's a lot of like street stuff, not like haunted houses.
But I was wondering, is it like Terror of Sun Street like bleed over?
Do you think? I honestly think that's what it is. It's all these people that try to go to Sun Street. Like from around town, realize they can't get in and just hit the neighborhoods.
Yeah,
it was on the news.
Yeah,
like they were on Channel 3, like during whatever their midday show.
Because they do the charity drive, the food drive.
Well, they do that, but then the Channel 3 was doing like home haunts.
Yes, they were doing that
like
too.
Every day they did like a home haunt through October, and like literally the week of Halloween they did Terror on Sun Street.
Oh, jeez.
And like they raised over like 18,000 pounds of food.
Wow.
They filled the race car
Last year they did that, so I don't know what they're going to do.
They filled the race car.
Yeah, they had a modified. One of the guys is a crew member on a modified from Stafford.
I remember Avery.
Yes, I know Avery.
They had him sitting there, and the car was sitting in the driveway.
Man.
Put canned goods in there and stuff like that.
Jeez, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It probably was bleed over. If everybody was over there.
Because Sun Street's like literally across the street from...
That probably explains why our neighborhood got... Well, nobody was
Ryan,
there, because they're all there.
Everyone's there now, yeah.
Yeah.
But the other... Like, there is a problem of, all the schools do their own trunk or treats.
Yes. That's the new thing.
Then
trunk or treats are a big thing.
And community centers do.
The churches do them. Like, I know Kylie's church does one. But like, where my sister-in-law lives in Springfield, like right across from them, across like the major road that they live on, is Gillette Street, and I guess that's like, or right around the corner from their street is like, basically the big street in Springfield. Like every house on the street. Like decorates full-size candy bars. It's like the known place that you go to.
Yeah.
So my niece went over there, and my sister-in-law was saying like they literally had like thousands of people walking by their street, not going down their street, but walking to this street because people like park on the other side streets to go to this main street to get candy. It's like the known place to do trick-or-treating.
But it
like
does
they block the road off, you can't drive down the road and everything. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah,
it does seem like it's becoming more central location stuff than just kids wandering neighborhoods.
Yeah,
which I can understand. It does make people feel safer.
Well, I mean, like when we were younger, like we used to be out forever. Like I used to remember being out for like 2-3 hours.
We used to get in trouble
until 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we used to get in trouble because we'd be out so late.
Because it'd always be dark around 6, so you'd head out around 6. I don't remember getting back to the house till like 9 o'clock at some years.
Yeah.
Well, that's like this year. Like we literally had kids coming before sunset.
Yeah.
Like they started. Like it was almost like they got out of school and started.
Well, that's the new thing. The younger kids come earlier.
Oh yeah, I get the little kids before it gets dark.
Yeah.
But also it was 70.
It was like 80 degrees. It was nice.
It was very warm.
So that also brings people out.
Yeah.
If it's cold, you don't get as many.
No.
It ruined our plans a little bit because we usually have a fire, but because it's a red flag warning,
you can't fire.
We couldn't have a fire.
Yeah.
But the girls watched Hocus Pocus the whole time, and they said the whole time they watched the movie, there was kids coming up and getting candy.
Yeah.
So for what, an hour and a half, 2 hours?
You guys should have pulled out the projector and put the movie on the side of the house or something.
Yeah, we don't want people hanging around because of the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
the dogs like tolerated people in the driveway, but didn't really like it.
Just go in the backyard and make it like a thing, like zombie dogs in the backyard.
Zombie dogs.
We had the people down the street with their stuff that's been talking for like a week and a half. So.
Yes, that's true. They do have like the huge, like 12-foot tall, like they still have them up, like 12-foot tall, like werewolves and everything.
Yeah,
and all
I've
that
seen
stuff.
those.
Skeletons and stuff.
The
skeletons and they all talk and it's like,
because they keep them powered.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Yeah.
For a week. They've been talking to the dogs.
Yeah.
And the dogs don't like it.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, I'm glad everybody had a great Halloween. It came and went so quickly.
Yeah. Now it's Christmas.
Now it's Christmas, sadly. Thanksgiving, what?
Thanks, Christmas. Thanks, Christmas, I call it.
Yeah. I have a very quick, I finished Chucky season 1.
Fun,
stupid. I'm going to watch season 2 next Halloween. It ends in a way where it was like, yeah, it was a fun show, but it was very like you have to take disbelief because it's based on Child's Play. You kind of have to take...
Really? I would never know,
You have
Brian.
to like disbelieve that a talking doll that murders people is not a real thing?
No, that can do all the things that he gets away with.
You're already like, it's a talking doll that murders people.
I know,
like, how much more disbelief do you need?
Oh my God, so much in this show, so much.
Brian.
It's almost like when I watch Star Wars, I have like disbelief that that's not a real thing.
No, but like it's just like when there's a killer, you can be like, okay, he's a human being, he's walking, he can open doors, he can do all these because he's a human. But when you have a doll that's like not even a couple
like
feet
3
tall,
foot tall,
and it's doing things that it shouldn't be able to do. It's
like driving things and being able to like
driving,
gas pedals and things.
Getting place to place, like oh my God. But anyway, it's a fun. Jennifer Tilly comes back. The whole Andy comes back from the very first movie with his sister. He's still not a very good actor, but he tries.
Well, you know.
But it's a fun show. Yeah. I'll watch season 2 next year.
Yeah.
It was just something stupid and fun to watch. But beyond that, the only thing, this is going to tie into what I'm about to talk about. I went to my friend Jeremy's house. I acquired more things in my life. And I'm going through them because we have 2 shows coming up.
We do.
And I want to get this out of the way now.
Yes.
We have Sunday, November 17th.
Correct.
Manchester Comic and Toy Convention, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yes.
At the Army Navy Club, Manchester, Connecticut. You're going to have some guest appearances from Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
And you're going to have the hometown hero, Matt Ryan.
Matt C. Ryan, yes. The C stands for comics.
Yes.
I told him that. He's like, I don't know why I love that. And I don't want you to keep saying it, but I kind of do want you to keep saying it at the same time. So I'm like, I'm going to keep saying it because I like it. So you're now Matt C. Ryan, and the C stands for comics.
Yeah, I'm going to call him Matt C. Ryan from now on.
And the C stands for comics.
I'm going to have a lot of new things for this show. Then the last show of the year, folks. This is about 3 weeks away.
Well, not technically, but...
Technically, it's the last big show of the year.
Yes. Yeah. Last show for you for the year.
Yeah. It is Sunday, November 24th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is at the Doubletree Hotel in Bristol, Connecticut.
Yes.
It is Cliff's Big Con.
Cliff's Con.
It's 75 dealers. There's going to be a costume contest with cash prizes.
And hometown hero Matt C. Ryan will be there as well.
Yes. And this is going to be a big one, too. Yeah. This is always a big show.
The C stands for comics.
C stands for comics. I'm going to have, at both of these shows, I'm going to have more video game related items.
Nice.
I'm going to have old edition 2 and 3 of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm going to have a whole slew of new things for these 2 shows.
So, I'm excited about both of those.
Yes, it should be awesome.
Cliffs will also have a show the last Sunday in December as well.
Yes.
At Plainville, his regular
But that's his normal regular show. We'll talk
that's
about
really the last show of the year.
Yeah.
But
technically, you're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Claire was aggravated me this week because I mentioned to her that you have what do they call the things on your
stickers?
No, on your Crocs.
Oh, the trinkets or whatever, the tips.
Gidgets.
Yeah, the
tidbits, things, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
She's like, "What do you? I didn't know Brian sold those." I'm like, "Yeah, it's part of the." I didn't use the word that you would like, but the junk that Brian sells at his booth.
Or the shtick.
The stuff that Brian sells at his booth. He's got a bunch of randomness.
I have a lot of stuff, yeah.
Yes.
Those actually sell very...
Yeah, so she's very interested. She's going to, she's like, well, once I'm up and running again, I want to get over there and get some of that stuff from Brian.
The gibbets.
Gibbets, that's the thing.
Yeah. Tons of gibbets.
Yeah.
They sell the best in the summertime because people have Crocs on.
Yeah.
When I do sell at Mansfield, when I sell in Mansfield, those sell.
It's a very
big time
Croc forward territory.
Yeah,
Mansfield.
Very forward in the Crocs.
Yes,
they're very forward
they
thinking.
Love their Crocs.
Love the Crocs.
Crocs are huge in Mansfield. Little college town, you know.
But
all those college kids, they love their Crocs.
Yeah, I do have tons. I have themes. Whatever she's looking for. I got booklets.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure I've gotten you some from Brian before.
No,
She's like,
I don't think you.
I've snagged a couple, I think. here and there.
I don't think you bought any. Maybe you're snagging them. I don't know.
Maybe I just take them. I don't know. You care?
But
you have tons of them.
I have gibbets. Yes.
Yes.
Oh no! Didn't Brian give me some to give to the girls?
Yes, I did.
Well, no, because you know what it is. I initially said the word that you used to call them.
Yes. Don't say that.
Yes. So that's what Claire was like. Ew.
I say gibbets. That's what they're called.
Yes.
But there's a funny word that. Okay. Long story short, last year I got into buying a pair of Crocs for the first time, and I absolutely love them. They're very comfortable,
Claire
great
has
in
3
summertime.
pairs.
Love them. I have 2 pairs.
Yes.
Love them.
She has the fur inside ones, and
there's a student who has the Chewbacca pair. Oh my God, he's like, they're very comfortable. Because I was like, nice Chewbacca.
I can't.
Crocs.
I still can't.
But anyway,
they're not bad.
In the holes, you can put these things called gibbets, and they have their pop culture, whatever you like.
Little plastic trinket things.
But in my fashion, someone said it. So I said it wrong, and it stuck. It stuck for a while. I said it wrong. I know the real name, but it's just so much fun to say the other way.
Yes.
And then when I would take
notes,
I would actually write the wrong thing.
Yes.
She's like, "Oh my God, bro." Yeah.
So is Allison tagging along for the 2 shows?
Yeah, I like her too because Manchester is going to be crazy.
It's going to be a crazy show.
The both shows should be crazy, but Manchester is going to be a long one and it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping because it's nice to have the help there.
Yeah.
And she's really good. I mean, she helps me with all the pins and everything. And
like I told Scott, I might be free agent for that day, so we'll see what's going on.
What?
Matt might not need me at his booth, so I might be a free agent to help anyone out who needs it. So.
Well, I'll probably have Allison, but you can always be with Scott if Jared's not there.
Yeah, that's it. Jared's planning on being there, so that's the.
Is he?
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Been through
a lot.
Tough stuff.
But he's doing well from what I hear, so that's good.
All right. Anything, Mark? Did you watch or anything before we hop into the 2 big things?
Still on my rewatch of West Wing. I'm up to season 5. My quad-annual watch of West Wing.
Now, how many seasons were there?
7.
Man, you're lacking because tomorrow's the election.
I know, but it's like stuff was going on this week. I had to go to the in-laws on Saturday and help them clean off their patio and do all that stuff and help put their patio stuff away and everything. Then yesterday was football, so.
And then Crown Jewel.
We got back from my in-laws. We watched Crown Jewel, so.
Yeah, I didn't watch Agatha until this morning.
No, I finished Agatha like last week.
I finished it this morning.
I think I watched it Halloween. I watched it, yeah. And I watched my annual watch of Nightmare Before Christmas on Halloween night, like as the night ends. Because it's technically the beginning of Christmas season, so.
It's not. Christmas doesn't start till next month. This is craziness.
Oh, God.
They just skip it.
I literally heard ads, like literally, like as I was watching Halloween stuff. As Claire was watching
Christmas stuff's gone.
Halloween stuff, like Christmas ads are appearing already.
We might as well just get rid of Thanksgiving because at this point nobody cares.
Have you seen the memes of people like walking out of their house and you hear the Mariah Carey? And everyone's like, no.
Oh God.
Back in the box.
Yeah, please. I'm not ready for it.
Yeah, don't defrost her yet. She's like playing at like TD Garden in December.
Well, December's fine.
Yeah, but like doing a Christmas show.
That's fine. Honestly,
she has one Christmas song.
She has a whole Christmas album.
She's gonna play like that one Christmas song for an hour and a half over and over and over again.
No, she has an album now.
She's had it.
She's had it
out
for a while, since the 90s.
That single came from that album.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
So she could. The fact is, Mariah Carey.
My parents had that CD.
We have the CD as well.
I bet you do.
Mariah Carey. The problem with her now is she doesn't put out any new music.
Well, she doesn't have to.
She doesn't have to. She's just known.
She's like a Kiss. You don't have to put out anything new.
She's
just
known
play the
as
hits.
this one Christmas hit.
Play the classics. No one wants to hear your new stuff.
Yeah.
Like any band that you hear nowadays. Like if you go to a Pearl Jam concert, you don't want to hear anything new. You want to hear the classic stuff.
Well, anyway, let's move on away from Mariah Carey.
Wait, before we start, did you hear Tears for Fears is back?
I did hear that.
They were on Jimmy Kimmel the other night with a new album.
Yes, they have a new album coming out. Yeah. But besides that, just watched those 2 things. I watched something else, but I forgot what it was now.
You gonna finish Fallout before the end of the year?
Yeah, I don't know. I keep trying to find time. Now I'm watching West Wing, so I got to get through that before I get back into Fallout again. But yeah, so it's like it comes in cycles of things I want to do. You know.
I hear you. I'm the same way.
Yeah, but no. So it's also freezing in the studio today. I don't know what's going on. I have the lights on. We have the new LED lights.
Dude, it is cold.
We have the new LED lights. They're not as warm as the old lights were. So now I have to figure out how
AC going on or something?
No, it's just been not warm.
There's no heat on.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
Because we get the noise. So you don't want to hear the noise you don't hear the fan noise while we're doing the show.
That's fine. All right. So today we have.
So all that.
Review
and now
Agatha
we got to talk about Agatha all along.
Yeah, Crown Jewel results. Okay.
Yes.
So Agatha all along finished up with the last 2 episodes, 8 and 9.
You're right there.
Fixing my mic.
All right.
8 and 9 finished off the series.
Yes. Could have ended at 8, in my opinion.
Let's talk about that.
That's what we're here for.
Give me your overview without getting into specifics yet. Your overview of the whole show, and I'll give you mine, and we'll dive in.
I liked it. I think it dragged in parts. Some parts got kind of me. Mostly it was good. I liked the idea of what they were trying to do with it and everything, and like doing like the, adventure kind of thing. You have to finish a goal.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like I feel like I don't know if it's just a Marvel thing or just TV in general thing nowadays, where like the endings are always kind of meh. I feel like it kind of like limped its way to the end a little bit in the 9th episode.
All right, put a pin in that. We'll get into it because I got to talk about it.
Yeah. How about you, Brian? What do you think about the
quick overview?
Series as a whole.
We're going to dive into it in a second.
Yes.
But for me, overview, I agree with you. I did enjoy it, though. I do think it was probably one of the best Disney Plus shows that Marvel has produced in a very long time.
Very much so.
It still has. It wasn't perfect.
No.
I did enjoy it. And I kind of looked forward to it every week. Like when I say kind of, it would be like Monday or Tuesday, and I would be like, "Oh yeah, I guess that's coming out." So I was like,
it was a weird. Like they dropped it at like 9:00 on a Wednesday. It was very weird.
And I didn't watch it until Friday or the weekend.
It was kind of a weird
time
for it to come out.
I know. But overall, enjoyable. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
I think it's promising in my eyes that Disney might be on the better track of how to produce a show.
Yes.
And I do agree there is some
The writer
problems.
does a good job too.
Yeah, I think overall everybody did a great job. The people from WandaVision really did a great job with this. But let's dive into it, Mark.
Before we do that.
Josh,
you got a comment.
Do you think that the Wednesday at 9 was more for the Halloween thing or just
No, that was Wednesday night every night.
Wednesday was just a scheduling thing. Like they're trying to make it like appointment television now, where you have to like wait to see it at that time frame.
Yeah, that's
right.
It's also the thing of I think
it used to be midnight, right?
Yes,
it used to be midnight on Wednesday, so technically it'd be like midnight Tuesday, like more like 3:00 in the morning on Wednesday.
Right.
It would come out because it's midnight on the West Coast of the U.S.
That's
so
when
it
would
come
based
out.
Off of, yeah.
Like 3:00 in the morning on the East Coast is when it would come out, technically.
Yeah.
So on our side of it. So the thing is, I think that we're trying to do is they're trying to negate so it was like 9:00 East Coast, 6:00 West Coast, to try to negate the social media, like giving everything before the show would happen.
Yeah. Well, you'd also have like all the people that would react and do all the videos.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
And it'd all
so
be
you're trying
done
to
before 9:00 in the morning.
So so before you even wake up, you turn on the interwebs and you'd see the whole show synopsis right there. You wouldn't have to watch the show.
Yeah.
Basically. So I think that this is like their way of trying to like defeat that, to kind of be like, we'll leave it till 9:00 at night. That way people will just watch it when they watch it.
Yeah.
And it's not as easy of a thing for like the reaction people to react and get it out.
And also people be able to watch it without having that influence their decision.
Well, because if you get the show comes out at 9:00 at night, like we know because we do this thing, but if you do a show at if the show comes out at 9:00 at night, by the time you get it up onto YouTube, it probably, like, depending on your internet service and speed of editing or whatever, It's probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night by the time almost midnight for most things by the time you get it posted onto YouTube.
But anyway, let's dive in.
So you usually have that 3-hour
We're
gap.
getting lost in the weeds about times.
No, I'm just saying that's what because Josh asked. So I'm just saying that's why you.
Yeah, because I've noticed that recently a lot because
it's not just them. Like a lot of shows are doing that now.
Right.
Yeah,
I've been getting away from the midnight stuff.
Yeah.
So that
because it makes no sense. Why nobody wants to stay up till midnight to watch a show. I'm certainly not.
Well, that was the other thing is you had people that wanted to watch it that didn't want to be spoiled would stay up and then complain that they had to stay up till midnight to watch something.
Because Mark said, you turn on the internet in the morning and the first thing happens, it's spoiled.
Oh
yeah. So I think
watch a synopsis of episode 4.
I think it makes the best
with pictures from the episode.
Yeah,
it's the best thing to do because they are trying to get people to watch that night and be all together. Like
correct.
I agree.
There's not many people like Brian either that would wait until the whole show comes out and then watch it. So you have to do that.
I'm starting to do that with some things.
Some people do. Yeah. All right, let's get into the show.
Yes.
Let's not get sidetracked about weird things.
Agatha all along.
Okay.
Full spoiler reviews.
So we've already kind of covered throughout this show, but those last 3 episodes. Overall, though, Mark, I did enjoy the whole show. The last 2 episodes, I should say, we learn a lot. There's a lot of things are come to fruition, and some things were nothing, and we learn who people are.
Yes.
One of the biggest things was we learn about the last episode is Agatha's son, Nicholas.
Yes, which you've heard about beforehand.
Well, we didn't know his story.
We knew his name and that he was
Nicholas Scratch
passed.
But we all that was really well done.
Yes,
that whole story.
Well, it actually
really
gives
good.
it more of a reasoning why it's such a thing for her.
Yeah,
instead of just because it's always just been said like, oh, her son died, or she killed her son, or whatever.
Well, we all thought she traded her son for the Darkhold, which didn't happen.
Correct.
But that was actually so well done. I was like, this is a Disney Plus show? What happened here? This is like really good.
Yeah.
Very emotional.
Yes.
Well done. It tied into the song.
Yes.
How they are the ones.
How Nicholas actually wrote the song.
And they wrote it together.
Traveling song.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was a nice little thing. And each episode has been lyrics from that song.
Correct.
And you go back in the show now, and when she corrects the one of the witches about the lyrics, it makes more sense
because she's
like it's 2 because she never had a coven.
No, it was just the 2 of them and her son. Walking down the street, and
the lyrics had changed over time.
Yes,
but it's so
as
funny.
Things do, it gets passed along, and
she's the one who wrote it.
So she's the one that wrote the song.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I love the kid who played her son. I thought we all saw it coming. He's coughing.
Yeah.
And he's got the bags under his eyes.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, he's not doing well.
Yeah. Well, because it started like even from the very beginning where Rio like comes to her when she's giving birth. And she's basically going to like have a miscarriage or something, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
At that point. And she's like, I need more time with him. And so she's like, okay, I'll give you an undetermined amount of time.
Right.
So she like made the deal to like, but not knowing when it would stop.
Happen.
Yeah.
So that was very well done and very, very emotional. And I
like how they did that.
It was
with
fantastic.
Aubrey Plaza's character, where they showed at the beginning of the episode where she goes and they go back to when each of the witches passed, and she goes and retrieves them and takes them to, like Alice. She like takes her off to the thing and everything. So you kind of see like the
after death, because she's now Death. And it's interesting how they took her character as Death, and they kind of mixed it up. The comics, Death and Thanos were a couple. Now this, you're saying Thanos and Agatha was a couple, and
or Rio and Agatha.
Yeah.
Thanos wasn't in this.
I'm sorry. Death.
Yes.
And Agatha was a couple. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I like this. It makes more sense for the MCU, and it's a good mix-up. It makes more sense.
Yes.
And we kind of knew she was Death. It was we kind of figured it was, and we were right. Great makeup. The way they did her face was really cool.
Very cool.
They had a nice little fight at the end.
Yeah.
You learn a little bit more, what they've been through or whatever. Yeah. There's still some mystery there.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Then the only part about this ending where I don't know if this is why you say it's so-so, but for me, okay, in the middle of the season, we learn that, Billy goes into...
William is Billy, yeah.
Billy goes into his body.
Yes.
And he goes, I'm looking for my brother, Tommy.
Correct.
Tommy's going to be at the end of the road.
Yes.
But then we end the series...
And you find out he invented the road. Because he's so powerful, he was able to, make a Westview, basically.
Yeah.
For these people to make them think that they were going on a road where it really, he manifested this whole thing.
Yes. And Agatha knew it all along.
Yeah.
Because she was going to steal everybody's powers in the basement. Yeah. But then when the door showed up and he ran down there, she was like, oh. Yeah. Okay, something's going on here. Yeah. But I was kind of disappointed because in the middle of the season, you're like, we're going to find Tommy. Yeah. And then we see a glimpse that there's another kid died that Tommy could live.
That he puts the spirit of Tommy into.
But we get no Tommy at the end. No. And I was kind of like,
It gives you that cliffhanger-y, possible season 2 of the search for Tommy.
Yeah, and I was
kind of... It's a Who song. It's going to be the Who song.
I was kind of disappointed by that. I was kind of like...
It's going to be a pinball wizard.
They set it up.
Beat me to it.
Yeah. They set it up that we were looking for Tommy. Yes. And I was kind of hoping we should get a Tommy at the end.
Really, the whole thing was he was looking for himself to become Wiccan, basically.
Well, there was also this whole thing about Agatha dealing with her trauma.
Yes.
And I have to...
And now she's like a ghostly sidekick to Wiccan.
In the comics, she was a ghost as well.
Yeah.
So, and it was really cool. Scarlet Witch, which I think it came out in 2019 or whatever. It's loosely based off of this, and in that
the book
Agatha is a ghost. But this is what it was interesting when at the end he's trying to wish her away using a spell.
Yes,
and she's like, I don't want to face him.
Yeah.
Do you think A, she's talking about facing her son in the afterlife?
Correct.
Or B, do you think she's saying she doesn't want to face Mephisto or somebody bigger?
Nicholas.
You think it's facing her son?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Because she feels bad that she used him to do all these things.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
And that kind of cost him his life, basically.
Right. I feel like that too. Because he also says back to her, I'm sure he would forgive you.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like she has a redemption arc in this show because I kind of feel like she looks at him like a son.
Yes.
So it's sort of like, then she's like, I'm going to help you find Tommy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, why didn't we get that? I enjoyed the show and I'm like, man, the goal, we didn't get the goal.
Season, Brian.
I know.
I know it's annoying, but they want people to keep watching stuff.
But the thing is, here's it.
It's either going to be a WandaVision style show or it's going to be a Agatha
it's going to be like Wiccan or something. It's not going to be called Agatha All Along. It's going to be called something else.
Hold on.
You know what I mean? Like a journey show.
Okay, I'm fine with getting a second season of Agatha. Okay, I'm fine with it. I'm invested enough and I enjoyed it enough that I would watch a season 2. Or... From what I was told, from what I read in the interwebs, is that Vision is supposed to be the third part of this story. So does it continue into?
That's what I think it's going to be. The next thing is you're going to be
Vision Quest
dealing with
Vision
Quest. You're going to have a Vision Quest
is the next show that they're doing.
Was it the White Vision?
Yes.
Becoming Vision again.
Correct.
So that would be your next.
That'd be the next thing.
Yeah. So, do we get Agatha season 2, or does this continue in Vision Quest?
Well,
I don't know.
I think it would.
There's been no announcement.
I think it would. I think the thing that would happen is it would get into Vision Quest.
Yeah.
I have to.
And then Vision Quest would happen, and you wouldn't get the next part of this until after that.
Right.
We're at the end of Vision Quest. Vision's like, I need to look for my boys.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's
and you look for my family. Like he's gonna look for Scarlet Witch. He's gonna look for the two.
It's basically,
like there's even a thing now this weekend where there was a thing out that in Doomsday or which one of those, or one of I think Doomsday and Secret Wars, that they're gonna possibly, like, Doctor Strange is part of this, is going to be him, like, after his movie.
Yeah.
He's going to be, like, going to look to defeat Doomsday. He has to go and find variant versions of the Avengers who have passed.
Right.
As in Captain America, Black Widow, and Iron Man.
Really?
Yeah. And it's going to possibly be, like, they might, like, pull the trigger and try to get back the original actors.
Yeah, I'm kind of fine if they don't do that.
Well, at least, like, to have them be, like, a variant versions of...
I know.
But have them be, like, the evil versions.
Yeah.
Who will be allies with Doctor Doom.
So I'm looking up to see if there's going to be an Agatha, because Agatha season 1 was just known as a miniseries.
Yes.
Well, Brian, what I think the thing is, all of this is the WandaVerse version.
Yes. Yeah.
They're going to have WandaVision's 1.
WandaVision.
Agatha's 2.
Vision Quest 3.
Vision Quest 3.
And then Wiccan or something.
Yeah, the
4.
Wiccan Wars or something.
It's going to be the fourth one. The fourth one.
Well,
yeah, or the Coven.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be it's not a series, it's a bunch of mini series.
Yes.
Yes.
That all connected in one universe, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they even said, like, the Jen who also survived.
Yeah.
Who gets her powers back.
Yeah.
Is the cousin of Ghost Rider in this MCU.
How do we know that?
Because that's what they dropped over the weekend.
Ooh.
That, like, it was online. Like, that was, like, the thing.
Is that a theory?
Her name is the same name as like, her last name was the same as the last name of Ghost Rider.
Oh, well, we'll see. We don't even have a Ghost Rider yet.
Because that's, like, the possibility of her starting Midnight Suns, of, like, recruiting.
Yeah.
The Midnight Suns.
I don't want to get ahead of myself. We don't.
Yeah.
It's like theories abound.
Yeah.
But
they said, like, this show basically sets up, like, 4 different shows.
I don't feel that at all.
Well, because it could set up the Vision Quest show.
Well,
like
Vision Quest makes sense.
It could set up Midnight Suns. Like, Jen could possibly go off and do that.
Could.
Because her character just flies away.
Yeah.
There's no, like, what happens to her.
Yeah.
She's not just going to just disappear into the ether.
She escaped and got her powers
back. Like, 4
back.
stories, not saying, like, shows, but the death will continue somewhere else. You'll see death somewhere else down the road.
I feel like she would show up in Vision Quest or Agatha 2.
Or in one of the movies. Like, I could see her showing up in Doomsday or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
According to Marvel's website,
and then Wiccan.
On her comic counterpart's profile, Jennifer then learned that she was also one of Noble Kale's descendants and the cousin of Dan Ketch and Johnny Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah. So her last name would not. It's
well,
Kale.
I knew it was something like that.
No, but that
connected.
The Kale, like, she is related.
Like, the reason why they dropped her name and said it was
related
Kale was that
two people who were the Ghost Rider.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm not into Ghost Rider that much, so I wouldn't know anything.
I didn't know either. I just looked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that
Thank
was
you,
like
producer.
I think that was like a big, like, Easter egg thing that they dropped her last name as a reason. Like, it wasn't like
it just so happened her name is Jen Kale. Who was known to be like they've been doing that recently where they did it in this show with the names of her son.
Yeah.
Was
Scratch.
Was it a variant of Mephisto's name?
No, it's an actual character from the comic books.
Yeah.
Nicholas Scratch.
No, Mephisto's name was dropped.
Mephisto is also used.
Mephisto was dropped as well.
And we know that Agatha made a deal with the Darkhold and that dealt with him. So that's why I was saying, I'm like, is she not willing to?
No, it was definitely Nicholas Scratch.
Her son,
I think.
or
she didn't want. She couldn't face him. She couldn't handle seeing him again.
Yeah, because the show was about her coming to terms, and she still hasn't.
No,
with her trauma.
It's the whole thing why she's been sucking the witch's powers to keep herself alive, is that she wouldn't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you know what? I'll tell you this much. I went into the show thinking, why do we need this show? And I left going, that was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It's a nice filler. Like, it honestly, I hate to call it a filler.
I wouldn't call it a filler.
It's a nice, like, bridge.
It's a nice transition show.
And it's you learn a lot of stuff.
It was nice to watch a Marvel show again and not be, like, disappointed midway through it.
Secret
and want to
Invasion.
just jump away and not ever look at it ever again.
Secret Invasion was like that.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Secret Invasion,
Or
I
feel
call
like you're
total
having
filler.
Yeah. Or feel like
Made
you're
more
like.
sense.
Well, that's what I mean. Is
Or feel like it's
that's what I
work
mean.
that you're watching it. Like
Right,
I'm only
right,
watching
right.
this for the podcast because we have to talk about
Right.
it, kind of thing.
So like Secret Invasion happened. Sam, he comes down to Earth. Everything happened. Doesn't matter. He went back into the ship, and then he's in the Marvels. Like none of that happened.
Like none of that ever happened.
And it didn't even matter.
Yeah.
It was just literally there to
Yeah.
to
And you
fill
wasted
time.
Emilia Clarke's character. You wasted like all these actors.
Yeah, we wasted our time.
that's what you
everyone's
mean
time.
Yes, everyone's
Brian,
time.
that's what I mean by I don't want to call this a filler,
Right.
but it's that,
Yeah.
It's killer.
more lore filling.
When you say that term, this is what I think of. Back in the 80s, you say it's all killer, no filler, which meant like every song on an album was awesome,
Right.
and there was no filler. So when you say filler, to me, I just
That's what I
think
mean. That's
Is that
what
a
I
thing you
didn't
use? Do you say
know
that
what
often?
I didn't know
Not
what to
anymore.
use to
You
call
said
it.
off when you're watching shows.
it's all killer.
Man, this is killer, no filler,
yeah,
man.
yeah, I do sometimes.
That's rad, dog.
It's gonna
I
be a
say to
great
Allison, I
match.
go, "This song slaps."
That's
And
mad. That's mad dope.
I said, "This song slaps."
It's gonna be a good match.
And she goes,
It's gonna be a
Brian,
good match.
Brian, stop.
All right.
Brian, stop.
So anyway,
She just goes, Brian, just stop, Brian.
pretty much.
Final ratings?
Yes.
All right,
Final ratings.
Mark, I'll let you give your final thoughts of Agatha and give me your Geekonomics rating on a scale of 1 to 10.
Agatha, like I said, it was a definite redemption for Marvel as a whole in shows. Made me excited for future shows they have coming down the pike. Excited to see what's next. I think next is Daredevil in March, maybe.
No.
Or is Spider-Man the cartoon before that? So there's other stuff coming out. But
Daredevil is the next big one.
yeah, 'cause
it is in March.
They dropped
Oh,
a
well,
trailer with all the
Are
stuff
we
that's
talking
coming.
Marvel shows or Marvel in general?
Marvel shows.
Marvel shows.
Marvel shows,
They
I
did drop
think-
a teaser reel
Yes,
on
a sizzle
Disney
reel.
Plus with all the stuff that's coming in 2025. So
There's a lot
a
of it.
lot coming in 2025.
I'm only watching Daredevil.
Yeah.
For me, that's just
yeah.
what I'm looking forward to.
So with that, I'm excited to see where we go next with this story. I think it's going to be good. I'm excited if they're doing Vision Quest. I'm excited for it. That was a good book, so I'm excited to see how they do that. So I'll give Agatha the show. I'll give it a 9, 8. No, like an 8. I'll give it an 8. An 8. I talked myself out of the
You
9.
could do an
9's too high.
8.5, you know. It's the in between.
Yeah, 8.5. That's a good one. That's good. Yeah, I like that. 8.5 sounds
Not
better.
trying to talk you into anything.
No,
either.
8's too low, 9's too high. So 8.5.
Wow, Mark.
Yeah.
You ready for mine?
Sure.
Okay.
You're next.
I
so
pretty
I'm
much
not gonna,
agree.
like, sit around and just
I
sit
agree
here.
with.
No, we're not ready, Brian. No. Brian, stop. We're not ready.
Okay,
Right,
stop.
right.
All right.
All right.
I
hold on. Wait,
agree.
Ready? All right, now I'm ready.
All right. I agree with pretty much everything you said. I think it was a return to actually people know what they're doing. I think Disney needs to start doing these shows as shows and not as content, because I think that's
Yes.
what's killing.
Competent writers are always
It's
a
killing
bonus.
the streaming services. You got to make quality shows, and they got to be good. This was definitely it. I hope it's a return. I hope to continue down this path. Overall, enjoyed it week to week.
Yes.
I like the ending. I think the ending had some emotional gut punches. I was very invested. It made me sad in some moments,
Yeah.
but I was disappointed that I'm like, well, I don't feel satisfied at this end. The
You needed
ending was
Tommy.
not that.
You wanted a Tommy.
It didn't give me what I wanted.
No Tommy, no happy.
Yeah, and I don't. If I could go online right now and be like, Agatha season 2 has been greenlit, that would make me feel good. But
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
So I hate this, because in the past, Star Wars and Disney shows come out, they do a cliffhanger ending, and the show is canceled or never seen again.
Never seen again, or never heard for
right.
years on
And
end.
you're
And
like,
like,
well,
hey,
what
we'll
was-
do a second one.
What did I watch that for?
Yeah.
So I'm just like you. 9's too high, 8's too low. I give an 8.5 as well, and that's why I said
Yeah.
it was kind of funny.
See, there
said
you
that.
go. Yeah.
Competent writers,
Yes.
a competent showrunner.
It was entertaining.
I thought the actual performances by everybody
Yes.
fantastic,
Yes.
emotional.
Yes.
Like they didn't play it for yucks. It was serious.
Yeah.
And I think that's something it knew when to be kind of funny and cheeky, and it knew when to be serious. And I think it did a great job doing that. Agatha All Along was a fun surprise for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah. So, after this, the next thing we have in December is What If Season 3.
Ooh, I'm excited for that.
Okay.
Then January is Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yes, that's a cartoon. I'm excited for that as well.
March is Daredevil Born Again.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm going to watch.
June is Ironheart.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to skip.
Then in August, we have The Eyes of Wakanda.
Yes, it's a cartoon.
Yeah, I'll skip that.
October, Marvel Zombies.
Yes.
Maybe.
December, Wonder Man?
Yes.
Skip that.
Is that?
Yes.
Yeah, Wonder Man's going to have
Wonder Man's an actual, what they're doing it's not, it's kind of like the little bit that they've shown of it so far that they showed during the Disney Plus thing is that
very quick.
It's literally a very them making a Wonder Man show, and this guy is like auditioning to be Wonder Man.
I guess.
And it's like that kind of thing. I don't know if that was what they're trying to do.
The main,
it's very meta.
Mandarin,
doing a very meta.
Actor,
yeah.
His character.
Ben Kingsley's the director or producer of some sort, and it's like some kind of thing. And then
for 2026 is Vision Quest.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Then, this is the far off, not slated but announced potential shows.
Yes.
You have another Wakanda series. Doesn't know if it's TV. It will look like it's a TV show, not a cartoon.
Yes.
Season 2 of Spider-Man has already been greenlit.
Yeah.
A untitled Nova series.
Yes, I knew that was coming.
And already greenlit Born Again 2, Season 2.
Born Again Season 2?
Daredevil Born Again has already been greenlit.
Oh, Daredevil.
It's already been greenlit for a Season 2.
Yes, I know that, yeah. Yeah, I knew that was a thing. Because they're very high in the redone Daredevil.
Well.
After they did the reshoots, they're very high.
That's what I mean, that's hilarious that they went from, we need to start over and redo this entire show to, holy crap, this is so good, let's give it a Season 2.
Well, from what I hear, it wasn't good. One part of it, and the second part was stuff that's happening with them redoing things story-wise in the bigger MCU, that the way this show was going did not work with that new storyline.
Well, the show was not going to be a continuation of the Netflix stuff.
Yes.
And then come to find out that Daredevil wasn't going to even be in his costume for the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
And then these rumors were running rampant.
Yeah.
People were saying...
I know, because I remember when we were talking about
it. Well, then,
there was
also part of it, it wasn't also going to connect with Echo, which had Kingpin in it.
It was going to be a whole different thing.
If you think about it, Echo was nothing because...
No, but the end of Echo, there's a big linchpin scene at the very end of Echo where Kingpin decides he's going to run for mayor, which is what was going to be in this show, which is what they were heading towards.
It still makes no sense that he lost his eye, but now a Band-Aid healed his eye, and now he has his eye back.
It's not his eye. It's like a mechanical eye. But anyways, the thing now is that he's going, him and Daredevil are going to have to team up against somebody else.
Well, there's a serial killer
that comes into Hell's Kitchen.
Well, also, there is rumors that him and Kingpin are not going to be sharing a lot of screen time together.
Yes.
But yes, there's a serial killer that, that's all I really know.
Yeah.
These are rumors.
Yeah. And you get the Punisher will be in it, and
but also
they actually after the redo brought back the original Foggy and
they brought back everybody, and they brought the showrunner from Punisher.
Yeah.
I mean, they went from let's just make content for content's sake.
Yes.
People will eat this up.
Yeah.
Now, if they came out with the Daredevil they're originally going to do, people would riot.
Yeah.
People would be done.
Yeah.
People would be like, I'm done with this. This is garbage. And I think it was smart because you had, what's his name is back? Bob Iger.
Yes.
And when Bob Iger came back, he said this countless times, we need to do quality over quantity.
As opposed to quantity over, which the Chapek was the quantity over quality.
When we had lockdown, he basically said, I want a He neutered
Fire hose.
Kevin Feige. He neutered him. Kevin Feige had no more control over the MCU.
Yeah.
And he basically said, I want as much MCU shows as humanly possible.
Yeah.
And we got garbage.
Yeah.
We literally got garbage.
Yeah. And ancillarily, like big, like somewhat big news, which isn't really huge news. But there's a rumor out there that Disney has started the process or Universal's having issues with their rights deals for Marvel at their parks. So there's a possibility that Disney might be getting all the Marvel stuff.
I think Universal
on the East Coast.
Yeah, but Universal has like
they have Superhero Island.
There is a weird old contract.
Yes.
That is a old Marvel contract.
Yes.
That split the country in middle.
Yeah, the Mason-Dixon line, basically.
No, not even like middle line.
But I'm
like
saying,
Mississippi.
River.
No, because Mason-Dixon's this way.
But yeah, Mississippi River. Yeah.
On the East Coast, Universal had the rights to
theme
Marvel
park rights,
stuff in the parks.
Yeah.
On the West Coast, it was Disney.
Yeah.
Or whoever had controlling stake with Fox.
Yeah, Disney, yeah.
Since this stuff has been happening, they've been having issues of, because Marvel is Disney.
Yes.
All the characters are going this like this.
Yes.
The problem is Universal's characters are, because it's the old comic book characters.
It's the comic book versions of the characters. They're not as popular now because they're not the same.
So like it's old Captain America.
Yes.
It's old
Spider-Man.
It's not the new ones.
Like comic booky, not
I don't know.
movie.
No, but that's what I mean. It's so like
people
have been complaining that you have a Marvel park, but it doesn't have your Marvel characters in it.
Yeah, what's a big thing because it's in the theme park world.
I don't want Disney owning everything. So.
No, but it's just the rights of the characters.
Because of that contract split, they have old content and people are like,
well, it goes back to the thing that I've mentioned a couple times in the show. Like if you're Universal, you're basically promoting Disney products at your park.
Yeah, but they're making money, so it doesn't matter.
But that's a problem. They're not.
Because everything they buy comes from Disney. So they're selling Marvel products in their gift shops. They have the Disney logo on them.
That's the problem. It's because
so that's
all
like
this
the
stuff
thing.
Marvel
so that's like
Disney. It doesn't just say Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't know the ins and outs of this.
No, but that's the thing is so Universal right now
with their new big park they're opening. There's a lot of
product from Disney to sell in their park.
And it's not just Marvel; it's also Simpsons too. Well, so that's a whole nother.
That's the other thing is there's so much stuff that because of the
I don't know. I don't know.
But that's the thing. It's branding.
Yeah.
And because of branding,
yeah,
that's why the whole dark universe, Universal universe. That's why they've been trying to push that through.
Yeah. Or the monsters,
right?
That nobody cares about anymore.
Yes.
Right. Well, that's
the
mummy thing with Johnny Depp.
No, the mummy had Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
No, but Johnny Depp was the Invisible Man.
What?
In that universe?
Oh, yeah, it was supposed to. That's right.
Yeah,
he's talking about the movies that got canceled.
Russell Crowe was in it as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I know, but they never got made.
They never got
made.
But that's what I'm saying.
Because the mummy was so bad.
They're trying
to
restart the dark universe.
I know.
They can have a dark universe.
We do have a cool werewolf, Wolfman movie coming out.
Which isn't a Universal thing. That's a Blumhouse thing. Yeah,
that's part of the dark universe.
Yeah. And now you have the Disney haunted universe, the childhood nightmare universe with Winnie the Pooh, and like in the new Winnie the Pooh horror movie, I guess there's a Pinocchio.
Right, because what it does,
because they're all like the intellectual, like the story part of it is now public domain. So
that's the old stuff.
Like the Steamboat Willie one coming and everything.
Yeah.
But anywho's,
all right, we should move on.
Wrestling challenge time.
Oh boy.
Recap, results, and so much more.
Before we jump into this,
okay,
we should do this before the show. Just real quickly, we should just give our opinions about how this was. Not real long. Obviously, we talk about each match as we go through the list here.
Yes.
But Mark, you made a good point, and Josh, chime in if you feel differently. But I kind of feel like we're all in the same mindset here. The Crown Jewel was just okay.
It was
a glorified house show.
It was as they usually are.
Yeah. It was kind
of even more. It was the other thing, glorified house show.
The other thing that was like the thing about this is it was too long.
Yeah.
Too many matches.
Yes, it was.
There's no need for 7 matches on this show.
No.
There's no need for it.
But technically, there was only 6. if you think about it.
But I mean, that's why they had to do that, so that way they couldn't, like, because it's already too long.
But
as we know,
yeah,
with these shows, which
let's get into it.
Brian, of course, has not learned yet that no one ever loses championships on these shows, which is a future note for yourself.
No, what do you mean by that?
Championship matches, it's very rare that a championship changes hands at one of these Saudi Arabia shows.
There was no belts up unless it was for the other things that weren't for the big guys.
Like the women's tag team belts are up. The U.S. championship was up.
Here.
So future references for yourself.
Here's the thing. I have a handicap right now until Netflix.
But Mark, wait, before you even say that, we said the same thing for Bash of Berlin.
And that happened.
And stuff happened.
And it happened.
But the Saudi Arabia shows are like that they're known for very rarely does
all I have to say, Josh,
especially a big like a minor belt.
And for people listening, I have a slight handicap right now. I cannot watch full shows. I'm at the mercy of what they're giving me. Until Netflix, I am just at the mercy of watching the YouTube. Then I'm watching WWE the week of.
Yes.
I'm watching clips online. Yeah. Like I'm literally being spoon-fed everything that happens.
There's a big contingent of folks that are probably going through the same thing, but they don't seem to have problems picking things.
What
are you talking about?
Many people.
Like you did that little wink. All right, let's get into it. Get into it.
Crown Jewel results.
Oh, boy.
I got my page since I have all the answers on mine.
Okay.
We started out the night with the match that was added in the midweek that we ended up texting each other about.
Right.
And it was the new Bloodline up against the OG Bloodline.
Yeah.
Just so people know, I picked the new Bloodline. Brian picked the OG Bloodline. And Joshua picked the new Bloodline as well. And the new Bloodline took down the win.
Mm-hmm.
Which only made sense because they were 3-on-4.
Exactly.
Also, Roman Reigns did little to nothing. He literally stood there majority of the match until the end.
Well, if he's not tagged in, he can't really do anything.
Yeah, but we know I was just like, they're not going to win because he was literally standing there almost the entire match.
This was the setup match for Survivor Series.
Right. It's a setup.
Which Brian should have known, but he didn't.
I didn't.
So Josh and I got that one correct, and Brian got it incorrect. Then we moved on to, now I'm just going to go down the sheet, not going to go on how the matches actually happened.
That's fine.
I will throw in really quickly, the Raw bonus happened. I picked Rhea Ripley after being talked into it by you guys.
Hey, I honestly think that would have happened if she didn't break her orbital bone.
You know what, though? You know what? We got Damian Priest. Josh and me got it right.
Yes,
but
I'm annoyed that they're dragging this Damian Priest storyline out longer than it already is.
The thing is, I think because of Rhea's injury, I think you're absolutely right, Josh. Though, because I think that Damian Priest said, "I'm done with the Judgment Day. I'm moving on."
Except I'm not.
But
I'm gonna be right back into it again.
He didn't choose this.
Yes.
What's his name?
Adam Pearce.
Adam Pearce chose this. It was a good match, though.
Yes,
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, side note, they actually recorded tonight's Raw yesterday.
Oh, I already know what happens.
So I already know what happened.
I saw The Miz. Did you see The Miz?
I didn't see The Miz, but I read the results, so I know everything that happens.
Oh, I just saw The Miz leak.
Oh, no, I saw the other stuff that happens.
Why
so I know everyone who wins.
Miz?
I know everyone who wins all the different matches.
Oh,
so
well, jeez.
Hence why I didn't put out a bonus for tonight. So, but I thought about it, but I was like, that's kind
it was
of a
just
jerk
recorded
move
this weekend, so you wouldn't have known that anyway.
And it was recorded yesterday. And
yeah, so
the results are already out, and you could read everything that happens.
I know, but you did this last week, so.
No, I'm saying I was going to throw it out today.
Oh,
if it was an actual live show, I would have thrown it out today, because they're having the Fatal 4-Way for the first number one contenders tonight.
Yeah, that should be good. Don't tell me who won.
I know who won already.
Right.
So,
but anyways,
I
see what you're saying. I got you.
Yeah. Then we went into to start off with the match that never happened. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens never ended up happening. They ended up just fighting
until
to the point where they beat each other up.
They called it.
So no points awarded.
Nope.
Because nothing happened.
Yeah.
We'll move on next to the other grudge match: Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed.
This was the best match of the night, in my opinion.
Yes.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. I picked Bronson Reed because I thought that'd be a good time for them to start the push, like a bigger push for Bronson Reed. But
Seth won
tonight. Seth Rollins ended up winning. Brian picked Seth, and so did Josh.
Yeah. Real quickly about this match. It was one of the best matches of the night. It was great to see Seth Rollins back in his peak performance.
Yes.
I liked his interview afterwards because he did say, I felt like I didn't win. I didn't feel like a win.
Yeah.
It felt like, it felt like something else. He's like, I want to move on to something else. I don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
Is this Drew McIntyre and CM Punk 2.0? I don't know, but it was great to see Seth back in action.
Yeah. Then there was the women's tag team championship match. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill up against Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, up against the Meta 4, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, up against Damage Control, Io Sky and Kairi Sane. The champions kept the belts.
I should have known.
Yes, Bianca and Jade. And then Brian picked the Meta 4 for some reason. And Josh picked the champs, so we both got points.
Like we discussed, he thought it was going to be another.
I thought it was going to be an upset.
Clash of the Castle.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I guess tonight they're doing. They'll do a number one contenders battle royal for the women to see who's going to go up against Liv for the championship.
Cool.
I already know who won. So.
This fatal 4-way thing was a fun match, and
it was all right.
I should have known better.
I don't know. Yeah,
I should have known better.
Yes. Then it was the U.S. Championship match. The LA Knight, up against Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. It was a very good match. LA Knight took down the win, of course. Josh picked LA Knight. Brian picked Carmelo Hayes. You'll see a trend here with Josh, by the way.
What'd you pick?
I picked LA Knight.
Yeah, see, I should yet again.
But you almost picked Andrade.
I almost did, but then I talked myself out of it.
My gut should have said LA Knight. See, I failed, man.
Yeah. Then we'll go on to the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Was Nia Jax up against Liv Morgan.
Oh.
I, of course, knew that there's going to end up being 3-on-1 or 3-on-2.
Yeah.
The story...
Which ended up being 4-on-1, basically.
The story should have led me to Liv Morgan.
Yes.
I don't know why I picked Nia Jax. Nia Jax won the last one at the Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
And I really should have been like, they are on Friday, they were basically saying, or on Monday, they were saying, you have nobody backing you up.
Yeah.
I got my people.
I got my crew. Yeah.
Man, yeah.
So it worked out.
It.
Liv Morgan won.
Yeah.
I picked Liv, you picked Nia, and Josh picked
look at
Liv.
But look at my pick mark.
I know he started writing Nia, and then he scribbled out and put Liv.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's a good thing, Josh, because you
had
a good night. Josh had a good night.
Tiffy Stratton has still not cashed in.
Not cashed in yet. It's still hovering there. It's almost there.
Jeez.
Waiting for Friday.
So Mark can get points.
Yeah, I'll just move so far ahead of you guys.
Well, that's the only reason Mark wants it to be Friday.
If it happens, it's over with because there's no chance you guys are catching me if I can just sleep the rest of the time.
Technically, I still get 5 points.
You get 5 points, but that's
you get 5 points, but you get Mark gets like 40.
I'm still 15 points ahead of you. If it happens on Friday night too, and against Nia, it's gonna be like 25 points for me.
We got plenty of time between here and WrestleMania, buddy.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Plenty of time.
And then end of the night, we had the men's crown jewel. It was Cody Rhodes against Gunther, of course, because Cody Rhodes wins everything now. Cody Rhodes is a new John Cena, so Cody Rhodes won. I'm over Cody Rhodes.
Did we all pick Cody Rhodes?
No, I picked Gunther because I'm over Cody Rhodes, and I don't really want to hear him or see him anymore.
Wow,
you picked
I like
Cody Rhodes, and Josh, who had basically a clean sweep of the night, picked Cody Rhodes.
The funny thing is,
Josh really did have a clean sweep. Look at, there's not one X on Josh's page. Oh yeah, no, not one X on Josh's page.
Josh, I give it to you, buddy. Good job.
Josh took home a full
Fu Manchu.
12 points.
Wow.
12.9.
Good for you, bud.
So from a guy who was
that's great because I needed points.
Yeah,
he did.
So basically, the guy who was basically like out to lunch. Basically, going into this, he picked up a lot.
We have all had a clean sweep now. I had one. You had one.
You had a 6-point night.
Yeah, I had 6 points.
I had a 7-point night.
Wow.
So
what's our
after Crown Jewel? Josh has picked up 12 points, and he now has 69 points.
Giggity.
Nice.
Nice. Brian now has 76 points.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
76.
I am still in the lead.
It's 78.
78 points.
Yeah.
You're in the lead, not by much though.
So 2-point difference between me and Brian.
I was out to lunch.
And now Josh went from being 14 points back to now being 9 points back.
See, all it takes is one good PLE.
Yeah, one good PLE for you and not a good one for the rest of the
Even
people,
though
you catch right back up.
Even though I ate it this one, I'm still holding on in second place.
Well, yeah, because I kind of ate it at the same time.
We both ate it.
Yeah.
Josh did a fantastic job.
Yeah, Josh rebounded. The big night for the
I hate doing the picks on a Monday because we don't see what's going on Monday night.
Oh, no, that is the worst part. You miss so
the story.
much story.
Yeah. And that story on Monday, when I watched Monday,
I was things up.
I was like, man, I picked wrong. I know I picked wrong.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it is tough. I like when we pick on Tuesday because we're all kind of up to date.
Yeah.
Nothing big is going to happen on Friday.
So that ends Series 2 of Season 1 of the Wrestling Challenge. So you've won a series.
Are we already in?
We're now going into Series 3.
Jeez.
So Brian won Series 1. I won Series 2. Now we're on to Series 3.
Okay.
Those wins already don't mean anything other than
just gloating rates. Gloating rates. Yeah.
So now Season
3 will consist of Survivor Series, Royal Rumble.
Wait a minute. What about Saturday night?
No. We might add that in. I don't know yet.
No, we should add.
Okay.
It's a special.
Well, yeah. Depends upon what actually is happening at it. If it's just like a generic-y thing, then we won't do it.
Josh, what do you think? I feel like Saturday night special should be a PLE thing. It's a Saturday night event.
Maybe an added bonus.
I would want to look at the card first.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. It's kind of in the air.
If it's champion heavy, then yes. If it's just match heavy,
if it's just like one-pointers, it's no point in really doing it. If it's just a bunch of one-point matches, then not really worth it. But if they actually do like championship matches at it, then we'll talk about it.
All right. I think they're gonna.
But as of right now, it's Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania, our last 4.
In Saturday Night Special, I would say 5.
All right. Well, let's leave it in there as a possibility.
So we have the one at the end of the month.
Yes.
Thanksgiving
Survivor Series
weekend.
is coming. Yes.
Survivor Series.
That's Survivor Series War Games.
Saturday
on
Special
November 30th.
is December. December. And then
December would be Saturday Night Special.
In January, there's nothing.
Nothing. February is Royal Rumble. Yeah.
Oh, I love Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble's February 1st.
And then possibly Elimination Chamber in March.
Yes, that happened. Yep, you're right. And then WrestleMania.
And then WrestleMania will be April.
And that's the ending to our this year, first year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
It's the ending and the new beginning.
Yes. Yes. They won't carry over the WrestleMania points.
I know.
We'll start fresh. With the next show after WrestleMania.
We have a belts.
Yes.
And
we gotta mock that up still. We still gotta do that.
Yeah. We get whoever gets the belt for the year with their name, and then we will just continue. You can do whatever you want with the belt.
Maybe we'll do like the Crown Jewel belt. We'll get a vault to put it in.
Yeah.
That was so freaking stupid.
Well,
what I love is everyone.
You get a ring that you walk around with.
The craziest thing is all these people are going, what's the point? You know, if it's literally just
it's in their museum.
It's a belt that stays.
Who's
going
to
to
carry that around? That's the thing. Who's going to carry that thing around?
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah. No one. No, because you don't carry it around.
Like if you saw like literally in that same spot in between the 2 belts is the 2 crowns for King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah. It's just
so if anything that like reinforces King and Queen of the Ring are coming back next year because there's still if they're having them on display.
Okay.
There's a good chance they're going to do them again.
Liv Morgan puts her ring on. And then Cody Rhodes,
the jam his on.
He jammed it, and I kept going,
I just said this to declare, I'm like, there's ring avulsion about to happen.
Yeah,
he's going to take that thing off and pull off half his finger.
He's going to have a hard time taking that.
He's going to get a lot of...
I'm sure he was sweating and his fingers were kind of big.
Yeah, he's going to need a lot of... Like right after punching people too, your hand swells.
Oh,
so he's going to need some Vaseline to get that sucker off.
Overall, him and Gunther was an entertaining match. It was fun to watch them go at it because you don't really see that.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch these people who normally don't beef.
Yeah.
Have a beef. It was great.
And I like at the end it was like the on the guy side at least to like shook hands at the end, like move on.
Yeah.
Hopefully see you back here next year.
Yeah. You're
not gonna like compete with that guy again.
No.
Possibly. So.
Did you see the stuff where people are noticing how Cody won? That roll-up was very reminiscent of Bret Hart beating Roddy Piper.
Sure.
Because it's the same way he pinned, where he rolled up and did that thing.
Oh, no. Yeah, I thought it was just kind of a lame way of ending it.
Big match between Yeah.
Yeah. Roddy Piper and Bret Hart.
Yeah. When Piper finally handed over and.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. No, I didn't see that.
I was kind of disappointed with the Kevin Owens and.
I mean, it makes sense. You want to drag that out because that's going to be
That should become a thing.
That'll be a thing for the Survivor Series.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely like a War Games.
The Sami Zayn thing was interesting. Like how
Sami Zayn's talking to.
So then at the end of the match, he comes out and tries to help, and then kicks Roman's face off, basically.
And it's so funny because they did they were all in the four corners. They run. He hits Roman.
It's like, why would you?
And then they all knew it was a mistake, but then they're going after Sami.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, Sami's getting involved now.
Yeah. So that's gonna be the 4.
Yeah.
Gone 4. So that's basically what they're gonna do.
You think so? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And Roman Reigns, it's just like, man, this guy is so big. The pop is so big for him, and I feel like they're really neutering him right now.
Well, they're gonna do the thing until he then becomes the.
He's trying to. What I have a feeling is they're going to try and show him going from a leader where he doesn't do any work.
Yeah.
To eventually being part of a team.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. They're building him up from nothing. Yeah. But like, it was just
the
funny.
Thing that makes
he barely wrestled.
The part of it that makes a little bit of that kind of I don't understand is the fact that you already have a babyface champion, and now you're taking your number one heel guy, and now trying to make him into another babyface. You go up against the babyface champion. Like what?
What you talking about? Roman Reigns and Cody?
Roman Reigns and Cody.
But they already did their match. So
yeah,
Cody,
but I'm saying, is Roman gonna the whole end goal would somehow be Roman going for the championship,
or Cody loses the championship? But
yeah, but who's he gonna lose it to?
I feel like Roman Reigns had the championship for so long, they have to make it interesting.
No, I understand
can't have
that, but
him
it's just
kind of
away. There's no even with the new bloodline beating the OG bloodline, I still don't give any thought to the new bloodline. I don't really.
Me neither.
Well, because the only reason they won is they had more people.
Yeah.
It's not like they actually won anything.
But there's not the original bloodline was like an intimidating force.
Right.
Like when they would come out, you knew oh man, people are gonna get wrecked. When the new bloodline comes out, it's like, oh god, here comes those guys again.
And the
none of them can really talk.
Guy who can fight.
Like one of them can really fight, and none of them really can talk.
No, did you notice that too? Like they can't.
Like Solo can't. No. Is not a good. Doesn't have really good mic skills.
Like he really needs.
Yeah.
A Paul Heyman type guy for himself.
But before we forgot to talk about this earlier. We'll talk about it now as we get ready to wrap up the show.
Yeah.
Coming up before Andrew's show, the night before Andrew's show.
Yes.
Blitzkrieg Pro.
Yeah, we're going.
-0? Is that what it's called?
Yes. Yes, okay. -0.
It's a -0 song. Is that what it is? I don't know.
Not -0. It's Typo Negative.
Typo Negative. Okay. But it's called something.
It's a parody of Typo Negative.
Okay. I told Jeremy I'd mention it, and now I feel bad that I forgot the name of the thing. Just flew out of my brain.
Black number 1.
Black number 1. Thank you. It's a Typo Negative thing. They got the show is happening at the house that Pierogies built.
Polish
Home in Enfield. Well, it's not called that now. It's called the old.
No, it's a banquet.
Old County Buffet or Old Country.
I'm bringing
buffet.
it up right now, baby. Black number 1, November 16th. It's a Saturday night. Blitzkrieg Pro at Alden Ave, Enfield, Connecticut.
Yes.
And it's going to be big, baby. This is going to be a big one.
It's going to be big. Names scheduled to appear as of right now. The headliners. Masha Slamovich, who is the newly crowned TNA Knockouts champion at their recent pay-per-view, as they call them in TNA.
Really?
She will be up against Brian's new favorite, top 5, Sammy Diaz.
Top 5, Sammy Diaz?
Yes, he's going to be fighting Masha Slamovich.
Nice.
Also scheduled to appear, courtesy of the Wrestling Classic, which is happening that same day.
Yep.
In Springfield.
Yep.
Jimmy Valiant and the Tonga Kid will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Courtesy of ESS Promotions. Another big match coming. The Shook Crew.
The Shook Crew's awesome.
Bobby Orlando and Bryce Donovan.
Yep.
Are up against the Savage Nomies. They just recently got married. The Savage Nomies. Savage were engaged. Congratulations to them.
And the guy from Shook Crew's got the goat.
Yes, Bobby Orlando.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
It's a Bobby Orlando song. Also, the main event has been announced.
Mm-hmm.
It is Dijak challenging your Bedlam champion, CPA. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this one.
Yes.
Dijak is a monster
that's
compared
what I was
to everybody.
Say. I just remembered. Did you notice when Seth did his run out, I think it was on Raw, he had the blue jacket on?
Yes.
And then he got out of the ring and he started running, like walking down the ramp.
And he had another blue jacket.
And he had another blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was very good.
They also.
I just went, he's CPA now.
This was breaking news.
So, yes,
4 days ago.
From their December show, which will happen December 14th.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be called Happy Holidays, you B-word.
You could say that, can't you?
Biatch?
No.
Oh my God!
No, you can't say that.
Jeez, you happy?
You say
bastard.
You bastard. Happy holidays, you bastard.
Right, you really blanked bastard?
I wasn't sure if you could say it or
You
not.
can say bastard.
As
Okay.
Josh says the other
Josh
word.
says the other
I didn't
word.
say. Hey, no, I didn't say it.
Okay.
I made a
former world champion in the WWE, Jack Swagger, who's formerly known as Jack Swagger, Jack Hager, will be appearing. If you donate a toy, a new unwrapped toy, you'll get a free pick or autograph with Jack Hager.
Nice. I'm going to bring a toy.
And they are asking who he should face.
Someone wrote CPA if he survives Dijak.
Yes. I've seen Dijak. I've seen...
Yeah, Dijak would be fun.
Wrecking Ball.
Mark.
Legursky.
Who did he fight when he was in town for, was it PvP?
No, he was in town for Blitzkrieg. He's been there before.
No, because does it say on there that this is his first Blitzkrieg show? Like official Blitzkrieg show?
Oh, yeah, no, it was Big Time Wrestling.
That's what it was. It was
Big Time Wrestling at the Crec.
Yeah. Do you remember who he fought?
I want to say Orange Cassidy.
Was it? I thought it was, but I wasn't sure.
I want to say it's Orange Cassidy is who he fought. That was before Orange Cassidy became Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. Well, no, he was. Well, before he became AEW.
Yes, before he became like very hugely popular character.
Well, that's like.
But yeah, you can go on their Facebook page and you can suggest who you think Jack Hager should face. But if you want to buy tickets to, what's the name of the show again? God, I'm bad at this.
Happy Holidays, you
No,
bastard.
not that one. The one that's coming up in November.
Black Number One.
Black Number One, thank you. I'm not hip to the typo negative catchphrases.
Neither am I. I just remember that.
So if you go to blitzkriegpro.net, you can get tickets. First row is sold out. Second row is moving quick. And general admission tickets are only $25.
Yeah.
I had a meeting with Jeremy where he cut my hair.
Yes, how'd that go?
It was really good. Yeah, it's right on Boston Road. He's learning to become a barber, start his own place. He is a wrestler at part of Blitzkrieg, and we were chatting about different things.
Did you talk about my suggestion, Mark? Huh?
I don't remember if I did or not.
Oh, you didn't talk about him being Brutus the Barber Beefcake?
No.
Took you the whole show, Mark.
I just saw your text.
Whole show, Mark.
I just saw your text. I had my ringer turned off. But yeah, so we talked a little bit about different things, and he's very excited for the show coming up in November. And we might be working on something with him for December.
Nice.
So we'll see.
All right.
More to come. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
So
stay tuned.
Mark's alluding to we need shirts. Right, we need shirts.
Shirts.
No, not that.
But
we do.
saying,
Yeah, we probably should.
We do need shirts.
We need to get those figured out as well. But that's a whole other thing. But anyways, we have something else in the works. But we'll talk about that once we get it decided and figured out.
All right, we should wrap it up.
But stay tuned for all that and more. We'll see you back next week. A lot going on coming up in the near future. We got the holidays coming.
Oh, jeez. Christmas is already here.
Talk about that and so much more.
The last Equilibrium show of the year, live show.
Yes, sure. I don't know what he said.
Well, Last Secret Room live show we have coming up.
Let's end this. Let's end this.
Tracking it out. Be safe. Be well. Be kind.
Rewind. We'll see you next week, folks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Night, Rocky.
Good night, Bobby.
See you, Howard.